Til.
Oh, the like okay. Tilde. There will be sorry. There will be many people who avoid the use of the tilde by all means, and will give you excuses such as it's an old style to use tildes and no one cares about the tildes anymore. Well, let's just say those people don't know what writing in Spanish looks like without tildes is the best way to tell others that you do not know Spanish. No matter what they say, if you do not learn how to use tildes in Spanish, you cannot say that you know the language. Types of syllables. In order to in order to learn accentuation in Spanish, we must learn about the two types of syllables within a word: tónicas y atonas.
Sí, tónicas and atonas.
Atonas.
Mhm.
Tónicas are those syllables that carry the stress of the word or the strength of pronouncing it. See bold syllables. Those are tónicas.
Sí.
Mesa, azul,
Azul,
cantar,
cantar,
a, así,
corazón.
así, mesa, azul, cantar, corazón.
Ajá.
Atonas are those syllables within the word that do not carry the stress of the word. Let's let's highlight now the atonal syllables. Mesa,
Ajá.
azul, can, cantar, corazón.
Sí.
Uh, when placing tildes in Spanish words, we must learn about four types of words: agudas,
Sí.
llanas,
Sí.
es, es, estrujas y sobre
Esdrújulas. Say it with me.
es, es, sorry,
Esdrújulas.
esdrújulas
Sí.
and
Sobre
sobres
drújulas.
drújulas,
Ajá.
sobre drújulas.
Sí. It's just a word.
Mhm. Palabras agudas. We call agudas those words in which the last syllable is the tonica.
Sí.
They have the stress of the last syllable.
Sí.
Cor- Caracol,
So
verdade,
yeah, it will be something
verdad,
like caracol because it is
caracol.
yeah, it's more or less the sound caracol. So
Okay, okay.
that's why the stress is in the last one.
Mhm. Okay. Caracol, verdad, com, camión,
Sí.
instructor,
Sí.
corazón, pintor. You may you might ask, why do some agudas have a tilde and some do not? Let's wait and see the accentuation rules below. Palabras llanas. We call llanas those words in which the stress falls in the next to last syllable. La, lapez,
Mhm.
toro, come, come,
Sí.
carta,
Sí.
ab, abil,
Hábil.
abil. You probably observed that the llanas words above do carry a tilde, and some do not. This is due to the rules of accentuation that we will explain below.
Yep.
Palabras,
Esdrújulas.
palabras esdrújulas. Um, these are words that carry the stress of the strength in the third syllable. We always count from the last syllable backwards. So teléfono
Sí.
es esdrújula, taranjula,
Tarántula.
oh, it's a T, tarantula, espatula,
Sí.
compralas,
Cómpralas.
compralas. Mm. Have you noticed they all carry a tilde?
Ujú.
Palabras sobre,
Es-
sobre esdrújulas. These are words that which the stress falls on the fourth or higher syllables. Come, cometelas,
có-
cometelas,
cómetelas.
cometelas. Uh, alpha, betic, alphabeticamente, alphabetic,
Alfabéticamente.
alphabeticamente, and inutilmente,
Muy bien.
and com, compraselas, compraselas,
Cómpraselas.
compraselas.
Ajá.
Um, these are all accentuated. Have you noticed? Now that we have covered a few concepts, we are ready to learn the accentuation rules in Spanish. Palabras agudas, words that are agudas carry a tilde accent mark when they end in n, s, or a vowel.
Ujú.
Comió, canción, café, balón, tomas.
Sí.
Um,
So I mean that's like the rule. Why we put that accent
mhm,
on the words. If you have ever wondered like why, this is just the rule.
okay.
I hope you remember this.
Yeah,
But this is very useful when you're writing and when you're learning to pronounce because you more or less know how to pronounce the words.
right. Okay. Um, words are are agudas and come from other languages like English that end in s.
S.
This one is preceded by a consonant. Not do not carry a tilde.
Hmm.
Also, words that are agudas and end in y do not carry tilde as y is a consonant. Palabras llanas. Uh, words that are llanas carry a tilde if they do not end in n, s, or a vowel. Lápiz, cáliz, hábil,
Hmm.
or words that are llanas also carry an accent mark and tilde when they end in an s preceded by another consonant. Biceps, biceps cómicas,
Biceps comics.
biceps cómics.
Hmm. Esdrújulas.
Esdrújulas, words that are esdrújulas also always carry an accent mark. This makes it easy, doesn't it? Mecan, uh, mecánico,
Mecánico.
mecánico,
Sí.
cantico,
Accent in the bold one.
so
Cántico.
cantico, can, cantaro,
Cántaro.
cantaro, esdrújula, brújula,
Brújula.
brújula.
Sí. You know what a brújula is?
No.
Is this device for knowing where is the south or the north, like a compass?
Mhm.
That's a brújula.
Okay. Just the compass. Um, Palabras sobre esdrújulas, words that are sobre esdrújulas always carry an accent mark, just as the esdrújulas. Comet, cometelo,
Yeah, cómetelo.
cometelo, compraselas,
Cómpraselas.
compraselas, cantasela.
Muy bien, cantásela.
Now that we have learned the accentuation rules in Spanish, we must keep in mind a couple of things.
Yep.
Hiatus.
Hiatus, hiatus.
Mm. Hiatus.
Yeah.
In Spanish, an hiatus is a sequence of two vowels that belong in different syllables and are pronounced separately. An hiato can be formed by a stressed weak vowel, I or U, and an unstressed vowel, A-E-O, in either order. Strong vowels in a row, A-E-O plus A-E-O, or the same vowel repeated twice in a row. E in a row, E-E-O-O. Ua, uya,
Huía.
uya,
Yeah.
raíz,
Sí.
freír,
Freír.
freír,
Muy bien.
María,
María.
baú,
Baúl.
baú,
Sí.
tarea,
Muy bien.
caer,
Muy bien.
ancho, anchoa,
Muy bien.
leer,
Muy bien.
zoo,
So.
zoo.
Ujú.
Adverbs ending in mente. Adverbs ending in mente will carry an accent mark if the original adjective carried one. Rápido, rápidamente, hábil, hábilmente, útil, útilmente.
Muy bien.
Now that you are here, remember you do not have an excuse to avoid the accentuation marks or tildes in Spanish.
Excellent.
Hmm.
Now, tiny exercise. It's just a tiny exercise. It's like one page.
Choose choose the answer for each of the questions below. What is a tilde? A house by the beach is a Spanish drink, an accent mark.
Yep.
Tilde can also be none of the above. A syllable that is tónica is a syllable that carries the strength of a voice that never carries an accent mark. A syllable that does not carry the strength of the voice. I think the tonica is the carries the strength of the voice.
Yep. Perfect.
Depending on the syllable on which the stress falls within the word, we have four categories in Spanish: agudas, llanas, sobrellanas, and estru estrujolas. I think it's agudas, agudas, llanas, estrujulas, and sobre estrujulas.
Muy bien.
Syllable that is a tona, a syllable that always has an accent mark, a syllable that does not carry the strength of voice. The next syllable in the last word. Um, a syllable that doesn't carry the voice of the voice, the strength of the voice.
Yep. Perfect.
Uh, look at the highlight syllables and choose which kind of word it is. Carton. Um, Esdrújula,
Why?
because the accents, because the or maybe it's because it's all at the end. I think.
Let's check. We have agudas. No,
Oh, Agudas
no,
are all
here. Agudas.
Agudas.
They carry the. I mean the accent is at the end. Yep.
Okay, okay, so it's Agudas is what I was. We're-
Yeah.
Okay, Janas is before.
Yep. Esdrújulas
Okay.
is in the third. So one. Look. One is in no. Two
Right.
is in fo. So the third one will be le.
Okay.
And
So in the
sobre
third.
esdrújulas is like beyond the third. Okay.
Mhm. And then sobre Drújulas is okay.
Beyond the third syllable.
Oh, it's after the third. Okay, I see. So it's either going to be sobre Drújulas or Aguda, but likely Aguda because it's the end.
Yeah. Perfect. Aguda.
Olvidar is Aguda.
Yep.
Pajero is Jana
Why Jana?
is the beginning.
Yep. Nice.
Uh, dis distingui Guido
Guido.
Guido
Guido.
Guido distinguido is
Distinguido.
Guido. As Drújula
Why?
is the third. No, it's a second. So it'd be sobre as Drújula,
Remember, we counted from the last syllable,
right?
from the last to the beginning. So this one
Is a second.
is not either esdrújula or sobre esdrújula.
So then what is it? The Aguda,
Yeah,
but it's not the end of the sentence.
it's not the end, but it's almost at the end.
Oh, okay. Uh, Vecin Vecindario
Da,
Dario
sí, vecindario.
is Aguda.
Yeah, aguda again.
Uh, Quen Quintasilo. Is that right? Quintasilo. Jana.
Why Jana?
It's in the beginning.
Yeah, but one, two, three. So if it's beyond the three,
Okay, Subway is Yula.
yeah,
Mm, okay,
and it has an accent. So
I see.
that's
Cantautor.
see.
Um, Cantautor is Aguda.
Yep.
No, sorry. Yeah, Aguda. Yeah. Televisión Aguda.
Yeah.
Estudiante Aguda.
Yes.
Telescopio. To, uh, Pio, Aguda.
Yeah. So as you can see, like 70% of the words in Spanish are like agudas.
Right.
So this is the second topic. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I grouped the Spanish tenses by mood. I was thinking on this because we always do this by like present, past, future, and that can make the learning like weird because in present we have like two different moods, and in past we have one different mood, and in future we have three different moods. So it's like complicated to like realizing that. So I group
Mhm.
I group this by three moods. So you don't have to
Okay.
learn like all the times in Spanish, but the moods.
Right. Okay.
So I group the Spanish tenses by mood, indicative, subjunctive, and imperative, because the mood of a verb determines how it is used in a sentence and what meaning it conveys. Here's why this classification is helpful. So, indicative mood, objective reality, used for facts, certainties, and real events, most common in everyday speech. So, includes tenses like the present, past, future, and conditional. Example, ella habla español, which is a fact.
Right. Okay.
Subjunctive mood, which expresses uncertainty and subjectivity, used for hypotheticals, wishes, doubts, emotions, and possibilities, often triggered by expressions like espero que, es posible que, o si tal cosa, tal otra. Example, espero que ella hable español. I hope, not a certainty. Imperative mood, which is commands, just commands, used for direct orders, requests, or advice, only exists in affirmative and negative forms. Example, habla español conmigo, which is just a plain command.
Hmm.
Why not group by time, present, future, past? While grouping by time, past, present, future is also possible, doing so would mix different moods, making it harder to understand their distinct uses. For example, the past can be expressed in the indicative, hablé, which is a fact, or the subjunctive, hablara, a hypothetical situation. The future can be indicative, like hablaré, or like subjunctive, which is hablare. By separating them by mood first, you see how each tense functions in different contexts, real versus hypothetical versus comments. So now it's your turn. Indicative mood. So I bring like some examples of everything we have seen.
All right. So indicative mood presents describes current actions or habitual states. Yo hablo español.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, pre- pre- perfecto, simple. So it's a simple past in the preterite. Uh, complete actions in the past. Um, complete actions in the past. Ayer yo hablé con Maria.
yeah. Yesterday I spoke with Maria.
So, okay. Um,
Pretérito.
yeah, pretérito imperfecto. So it's like past habits, ongoing actions, descriptions. So cuando era niño, yo jugaba fútbol.
Sí, muy bien.
Futuro, simple. So the simple future, or the simple future actions that will happen in the future. So mañana yo viajaré a Madrid.
Viajaré.
Mañana yo viajaré a Madrid.
Sí,
Mm, conditional simple, hypothetical actions or polite requests. Example, yo comería,
comería.
comería. Yo comería pizza si tuviera hambre.
Yeah, I'll eat pizza if I had if I'm hungry.
Mhm. Perito perfecto, compuesto, uh, present perfect. past actions with present relevance. Example, yo he terminando mi tarea.
Sí,
Pre- Preterito plusquam perfecto.
sí,
Past actions that occurred before another past action. Example, cuando llegué,
llegué.
el ya llegué, el ya había salido.
Yeah, when I arrive, he has already left.
Futuro compuesto. Futuro compuesto. Uh, actions that will be completed before a future moment. Ejemplo. Para mañana yo habré terminado el proyecto.
Yep. So by tomorrow, I will finish the product.
Mhm.
I will have.
Condicional compuesto, conditional perfect, hypothetical past actions. Um, Example, yo habría ido si me hubieras invitado.
Yep. I'll have go if you would invite me.
Right.
So that was indicative mood. Now we came to the subjunctive mood.
Uh, Presente de subjuntivo.
Subjuntivo.
Presente de subjuntivo. Expresses desire, doubts, possibilities. So, example is espero que tú hables con ella.
Yeah, I hope you talk with her.
Uh, pre- Preterito imperfecto de subjuntivo.
Yep.
In, uh, the imperfect subjunctive, hypothetical or uncertain past actions. Example: si yo tuviera dinero, viajaría.
See, if I had money, I'll travel.
Futuro de subjuntivo. Um, Future subjunctive, rarely used in Spanish. Largely replaced by subjunctive. Example: Cuando hablaré con él te aviso.
Sí, cuando hablaré con él te aviso. That's a more like poetic way of speaking.
Uh, pre- Pretérito perfecto de subjuntivo.
Sí,
Um, Present perfect subjunctive. Past actions relative to the present in the subjunctive context. Examples: Es bueno que tú hayas estudiado.
sí. It's good that you had study.
Pretérito pluscuamperfecto de subjuntivo. So hypothetical past actions. Si yo hubiera sabido, habría venido antes.
Yeah, if I will know, I'll have come before. And the
Mhm.
third one, which is imperative.
Imperative mood. Direct orders or requests. So imperativo affirmativo. So habla más despacio, por favor.
Yeah, like commands, you know.
Right. Mhm. Uh, Example: no hables tan rápido.
Uh huh.
Uh, non finite formas.
That's the that's in English. Non-finite forms.
Oh, non finite forms. So what is it? Verbal paraphrases. Okay, so infinitivo, infinitive, based on the verb. So estudiar is importante.
Yeah. Yeah, you use the infinitive form, which is the base form of the verb, which is estudiar, just like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Gerundio. So
Gerundio.
gerundio. Uh, gerund. Present participle. Ongoing actions used with a start. So estoy leyendo un libro.
Yeah.
Uh, participio. Used in compound tenses. Example: he escrito una carta.
Sí. Have written a letter. Nice. So just remember three different moods:
Mm-hmm.
indicative, subjunctive, imperative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Indicative, used for facts, certainties, or real events. Subjunctive, used for hypotheticals, wishes, doubts, emotions, and possibilities. And imperative, only for direct orders, request or advice, and only exists in affirmative or negative forms. So,
Okay. Indicative mood exercises. Facts, real events. Present tense. Conjugate the verbs in parentheses. So yo siempre. Yo siempre como frutas.
muy bien,
Ella trabaja en una oficina.
muy bien,
So the simple past. So ayer yo fui al cine.
muy bien,
Cuando era niño jugaba fútbol todos los días.
muy bien,
Mañana, mañana tú viajarías a México.
remember, it's future conditional. It's a fact. Yeah.
Yes.
Viajarías
Yes.
is like
Not
maybe.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So mañana tú viajarás.
Perfect. Viajarás.
Su, su tuviera dinero, yo compraré a un carro, right?
What did you say again?
Compraré.
Sí, muy bien.
Is the subject. Es importante que tú estudiaras, right? Because it's a hypothetical. No, it's present subjunctive though, so it's fuck, what is it? Estudia.
It's informal, so it ends in S.
Estudiaras.
Estudies.
Estudies. Okay. Um, quiero que ella
Irregular.
venga.
Sí, muy bien.
Ah, okay. Um, si yo, so the imperfect subjunctive. So tanga? No.
In perfect is
Tang,
past. So si yo
si yo tene? I don't
ha-
know. I actually don't. I don't remember.
tener in past,
Um, And then past is fuck. My brain is slowing down. Uh,
No worries.
um.
It's tuve, yeah?
Oh fuck. Yeah. Tuve. Okay.
But because it's subjunctive, is
Uh, tubería.
almost. Tuviera.
Tuviera.
Sí,
Tuviera.
yeah.
So si ellos supe,
Almost
superaron,
supieran.
supieran.
Yeah, nice try. Si ellos supieran la verdad, estarían enojados. This is like a key in the same sentence. When you see
Hmm.
this ending, you
Yeah.
more or less know how to conjugate the verb.
Okay.
Hypothetical past.
Si yo
The past of haber.
um si yo hu hube.
Almost.
Oh
Yera.
no, no. So it's yeah, so it's habia.
Yeah, but it's subjunctive, so it will be the ending will be in era. Yera.
So habiera.
Hubiera. It's
Hubi,
irregular.
okay, hubiera estudiado.
Sí, muy bien. Si yo hubiera estudiado más, habría aprobado.
Okay.
Nice. And now comments.
Um, habla más despacio.
Yeah,
Oh no, habla. So habla. No, sorry, hablas más despacio. So it's just been the present form, right?
yeah.
Okay. And then
Re-
será la puerta, señor.
Cierra la puerta. But
Cierra.
look, let's do this. Cierra la puerta, señor. Is like very informal. So I want you to say it formal.
Um, usted cierra la puerta.
Cierre.
Cierre.
Yeah, just remember this. Cierre formal.
Oh,
Cierra informal.
informal.
Yep.
Okay.
Habla, hable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, negative commands. Make these commands negative. No corres en la pasillo.
Corras.
Corras.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's two.
Okay. No corras. No fumar.
Yeah, but this
No.
usted.
Yeah. No fuma.
Fume.
Fume.
Yeah. No fume aquí.
Because it's formal.
Yeah. If it's
Okay.
if it's informal, how will it be?
Fuma. Right.
Fumes.
Oh, fumes. Okay.
Sometimes it's with an a, or sometimes it's with like in plural.
Okay.
And the last one.
Espero que espero que tú vengas mañana.
Muy bien.
Ayer el salga, sale,
Past because it's ayer.
salía,
Almost. Is
salí. Fuck, I don't remember. What is it?
salió.
Oh, salió. Oh, I know. I get it. Yeah, salió temprano.
Yeah.
Okay. Imperative is leyendo.
No, that will be like an action that
No.
you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
Read.
what?
Read.
To read. Yeah, I read. So, or it's like he read. So, leí.
Muy bien.
Si yo s-
Past,
fui,
almost,
fue,
fuera.
fuera,
Yeah. It's like
fuera.
that past action to express the future. Remember
Okay.
that. Si yo
Okay.
fuera rico,
Fuera rico.
viajaría por el mundo.
Yeah, viajar por el mundo. Okay.
Okay, enough.
Yeah, you're fine. Slow down.
No worries. Well done.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
No worries, man. Do you wanna catch
All right.
on Wednesday?
Let's try. Let me see on Tuesday and see what my schedule looks like because I'm like traveling and stuff. So I have a lot going moving. So I'm hoping I can do it, but I don't want to confirm yet.